Alexandr Marьянович, and I come from Ivacevichi town, where I work at Ivacevichi Lyceum. Today I will be your teacher of English, and I hope that by the end of the lesson we shall become very good friends. And you see that I'm not the only one new person here. Let's look there. And let's say good morning also to many other guests who have come to our lesson. So let's say hello to them. Yes? Okay. Sit down, please. Sit down, please. So as you see, I am fine. I see smiles on your faces too, and I think that you are fine too. Well, I see in your eyes that you want me to tell you something more about myself and about the school, Lyceum, where I work. So, English people say that one picture can say 1,000 words. That's why I have prepared some pictures about my Lyceum, about my pupils. I'm going to show you these pictures. Look at the screen, listen to what I tell you, and probably you have the same. So I work, as I said, at Lyceum in Ivacevichi, and I have been working for 8 years already as a teacher of English. What is it like? The life of our pupils. Of course, they come there to study, to prepare for their future studies at universities. But they are not only busy studying English, mathematics, history, or physics. We organize different activities for our pupils. They are singers, as you see. They can be actors and actresses too. And we pay much attention to their fitness, and because health is priority number one in our country, you see. So there are different sports competitions. There is a brain ring club where there are different questions and answers about the English, about the Belarusians, and so on and so forth. The other side of our life is that we try to bring different generations together. And very often we invite people, for example, those who participated in Great Patriotic War, where our pupils listen to their stories, can ask questions, so on and so forth. But we don't study history only in classrooms. We cross the boundaries, we go outside. For example, we travel to such places as Brest Fortress and see with our eyes. Well, have you traveled to Brest Fortress, Svetlana?
No, I haven't.
Not yet. Have you, Ilya? Oh, then I think that this summer, this autumn holidays, you should talk to your teacher and probably travel to Brest and see the Brest Fortress. What else can I tell you? That we pay much attention to the nature, the surroundings in which we live. And in April, for example, there was an action, the Day of the Earth, where our pupils planted some trees around our Lyceum. Natasha, do you plant trees as well around your gymnasium? No, but you're going to probably, right? You're going to. What else can I tell you? I work in Ivacevichi, but I actually come from a little town which is 15 kilometers from Ivacevichi. Its name is Kosovo. Many people associate it with Yugoslavia in Kosovo, but they are mistaken that way. What is interesting if you come to Kosovo? Well, perhaps you can see a house where I was born. But this is not the main attraction for those tourists who come there. Many of them come to see another place. What they come to see, Igor?
No.
But what is it? If That is a house where I was born. What do we see in this picture, Alona?
It's Kosov's place.
That's right. It is a yeah, Kosovo Castle. Kosovo Castle, Puslovskih Castle. Right. So I invite you also to Kosovo after you visit Brest. There is a museum of Tadeusz Kościuszka, an international hero of many countries. And now, my friends, I will add something else, some words to these pictures. If you put now words and pictures together, you can make a British and English proverb. Password. Okay? Is anyone ready? Do you know how to say that? And it is, Irina, will you try?
My house is my castle.
You're absolutely right. My house is my castle. That's what every British person will say. I say it about my house too. And our topic is the houses we live in, our homes. That will be our subject. Why shall we speak with you about houses, about homes? Why do you think? Why do we have this subject? Well, Leo Tolstoy, a very famous Russian writer, said that he is happy who is happy at home. If you are happy at home, if you have friendly atmosphere, you will come happy and will be happy at gymnasium, at school, at work, and in all your life. So we shall talk. Yes, you're welcome, Irene.
Home is a place where you so rest possible.
Right you are. Great, Irene. You just took what I wanted to say. Yes, there are words home and a house. And yeah, really turn a little bit so that you can see on the board. Irina says that home is a place where your soul rests. What is the difference between home and house, in your opinion?
House is a building.
Okay, it is a building. Very nice. And Alessia, what do you think?
House is a living space.
It is, pardon, say it again?
Living space.
Living space. Living space, okay. What else we can say about a house or home? I know, Svetlana.
Home, it is the place where we welcomed and where is relaxed, friendly atmosphere.
So, relaxed and friendly atmosphere. Great. And I think that in your textbooks you have already looked at some people and their opinions about house and home. Will you please go to page 49? 49. That's 49. Will you look through very quickly what those people say about home, about house? Look at their opinions. Whose opinion you liked?
I don't know.
You're not sure yet? You're welcome, Svetlana.
I like opinion of American businesswoman.
And what did she say?
She said that home is a place where you always welcomed and safe, where love is unconditional, and where your soul rests peacefully.
Great. Does your soul rest peacefully at your home?
Of course.
Great, nice to hear that. So that is one opinion. Any more opinions? Ilya, probably what you liked? Who impressed you?
I'm afraid I don't know.
You're not sure yet. What about you, Ilya? Well, there was a man of 40. A man of 40. What is his opinion of a home, Irene?
I like opinion house life.
By house. Okay, it doesn't matter. What does she say?
She said home means a lot of
Drudgery.
if you want to have it clean and comfortable.
Right. Drudgery, that is the housework that you do, cleanings, shoppings, cooking, and so on and so forth. So that's what you... What about other opinions, Olga? And other people, what other people say? We have already heard an opinion for what a housewife thinks and what an American business lady thinks. And what do other people say about house, home? I don't know, you're welcome.
House is my castle.
That's right, surely. That's what they say. Igor, what else? 5-year-old child, what is his opinion? Natasha, probably you can help us. You're welcome, Svetlana.
The boy of 5 answered that his home eats mommy, daddy, plenty of toys and bedtime stories.
Right, you are. You see, bedtime stories, mommy and daddy, and that is a home for him. And there is a 40-year-old man. What is a home for him, Denise? 40-year-old man, what does he say?
I'm afraid I don't know.
You don't know? Well, who can help Denise? Who can help Denise? You're welcome, Svetlana.
This man said that it was a place he returned after work and where he enjoyed hardly meal and rest.
That's right, just eating, watching TV, that is a home for him. Well, that is a home for him. Well, at the end of the lesson, I will ask more you, what is home in your opinion? What is home in your opinion? And do you know, in what houses do British live? Do you? Probably no. Okay, let's have a look then. What houses British people can live? There are different types of houses, as you see. Different types of houses. In this slide, you see a detached house. A detached house is usually owned by one family, and it has, well, some rooms downstairs, maybe some rooms upstairs. Natasha, do you live in a detached house?
No.
Don't live in a detached house? What about you, Igor?
I prefer a detached house.
You prefer to live in a detached house. And let's have a look at the next one. This is a semi-detached. Why semi-detached house? Because you see that they have one wall which joins two houses together actually. And this is a semi-detached house. Two different families live there. Denise, do you live in a semi-detached house?
Yes, I live in a semi-detached house.
For how many years have you lived in a semi-detached house? Well, for 10 years, 16? All your life, great, good. And there is also another type of house that British people may have. It is not very usual for Belarus. It's a bungalow. Bungalow is a type of house where you have all the rooms only on the one floor. There are no rooms in the roof, in the attic. So maybe your parents and you live in a bungalow.
No, I live in a detached house.
In a detached house. Would you like to have a bungalow in the future, Ilya? Do you want in your future life to have a bungalow? No. Okay. Maybe then you will prefer a cottage. And look, it is not a cottage that we have in Belarus. A cottage is a house in the country, somewhere in the country. That is a cottage, and this is a typical, well, you see, 18th century or 19th century building. Even that is a cottage. I don't know, do you live in a cottage, or your grandparents have a cottage?
No, I don't.
And your grandparents?
Yes.
They have. And yours, Alessia?
Yeah, they have.
A cottage. A cottage. And well, that is a mansion. A very large house which is owned by one family. Lots of rooms, but lots of work too. Lots of work too. Ilya, do your parents have a mansion? They don't have? Would you like to live in the future in a mansion? In a mansion, okay. And here we see with you lots of houses which are joined together, different colors, and they are called terraced houses. One house comes after another. Well, this is my first visit to Gancevici. Do we have terraced houses in Gancevici, Alona?
No, we haven't.
We haven't. Do you think we should have, Irene, maybe we should build terraced houses in Gancevici?
Yes,
I think, you think?
Yes,
That we need to live in terraced houses. If we don't prefer to live in the houses that I have shown you, probably you would prefer to live in one of the blocks of flats, multi-story, because there are lots of stories. And this picture comes from Minsk, not far from Kamarovka market. So you may go and visit this place yourself. So, multi-story blocks, no terraced houses in Gancevici. Do we have, Natalia, blocks of flats in? Do you live in a block of flats? Sorry? You live in a block. And Alessia?
I live in a block of flats.
Block of flats. Many people would like, and they pay much money for a flat in a multi-story. Another building is, what is it, Igor? A palace. Who lives usually in a palace, Svetlana?
I think queens live.
That's right, queens, kings, sometimes presidents. As far as British Queen Elizabeth II goes, in what palace does she live in London? What is the name of that palace? Queen Elizabeth II? Well, it starts with letter B. Starts with letter B. Okay, that is a question for you. I'm not going to give you my answer right now. It will be too easy for you. You will go to the library, to the internet, and you will find out and tell me next time I come. Okay? That is absolutely different picture. Not all people have flats, have mansions. Some people have huts. So an old hut, as you see, usually wooden house. And if we don't have that, we can live also in barracks. Barracks are usually for soldiers, and they live there. Are there any barracks, Denis, in or near Gancevici? No barracks. No barracks. No barracks, unfortunately. And what else can keep the rain out? A tent when we go on a travel. Or if you decide to visit the North Pole and meet some Eskimos, where do Eskimos live? Iceland, right? Well, that's it is. And Hebrew, a house made of wood. Of course, I have shown you lots of pictures. It's very difficult to keep in memories. So I have prepared here one card where you will find all these houses. You may have a look once again. Here you are. Here you are. And probably one you can pass around. Let's have a look. So where do British people live? In what houses do they live? Svetlana?
They live in detached houses.
Thank you very much. Yeah, where else?
I live in block of flats.
And they live in block of flats. Olga?
They live in a semi-detached house.
Well done. Yeah, where else do British live?
They live in terraced houses.
Yes, they are very popular in London, in all the British towns. Where else is Natalia?
They live in Bangalore.
And a bungalow too. Where would you like to live? What is your ideal house? That is a question that we often ask ourselves. Well,
I would like live in a detached house.
to live in a detached house. You live now and you like to live it in the future. What about even you? Where would you like to live?
Would you like a palace?
You like in a palace. Well, if you become a king, no problem, Irina.
I would like a palace too.
Palace too. What about you, Alona?
I want to live a detached house.
In a detached house. And Denise, Svetlana was the first who said, who talked about her future house. Where would she like to live? What did she say? Do you remember? Do you remember, Irene?
Yes.
Sveta would like to live.
A detached house because this house very comfortable place.
Right you are, right you are. And girls, do you remember Igor and Irene, where they would like to live? Alessia?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Alona, can you help us?
They live in palace.
They live today, or they would like to live in the future?
In the future.
In the future, would you like to live together with them in a palace?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Great. So, an ideal house. We ask this question ourselves. British people ask this question themselves. Now, I will give you two stories to look at about an ideal house that British people have. And you will get one story, you will get another story. You need to read your stories attentively, and after some time to tell them about your ideal house, you will tell them about their house. But before I give you these stories, let's look, my friends, some words that you will see in these articles, little articles. Rush hour. You know that hour is 60 minutes.
Yes.
And what is a rush hour? Svetlana?
Maybe it is just peak.
All right, when everybody is in a hurry, to school, to work in the morning, and then do we have rush hour in Gansevici, Ilya?
No.
You are the happiest people. Right. Fitted shower. What is a fitted shower? In some houses, there is a bathroom, but there is no bath. So you can only stand, you turn on the tap, and there is water. Fitted shower. Do you have fitted shower in your house, Olga?
I don't know.
Okay, you will see today when you come. Okay, that's good.
I have a bathroom and I have a fitted shower.
Oh, you have a lot of facilities, conveniences at home. And in your house, is there a fitted shower? Yes, there is. There is. Okay. The next one, vicarage. Local vicarage. It is a house where an English priest lives. A priest, it is a person who works in church and looks after the people and after the church itself. In Russian you would say викарий. Викарий – это священник, который присматривает и за храмом, а также и за людьми, которые туда приходят. Local vicarage, it's a house. Infrequent, well, not happening, not often, very seldom. Sometimes in Ivacevici I have to wait for many minutes for a bus. They are infrequent, not often come, not often come. Come in useful, be useful. I hope that this lesson will be useful for you. Come in useful. Пригодится, быть полезным, something like that. And fix up if something is wrong in your houses. If something is wrong, you fix it up. Well, there is nothing to fix up. Everything is okay in this classroom. Fix up. How would you say, Irina, in Russian? Repair something. Sometimes when do you help your father to fix up a car?
Sometimes.
Oh, very, very good. Okay, let's go to the story. So you get this story, my friends. Let's see.
Вокруг дома, которая...
Дорога перед домом.
Центр Лондона.
Yes. That you are ready. You have read your stories about ideal houses, and let's see. We shall begin with this group. Listen to them attentively, and you have here a spare column, and please write down here what your friends say. So, what about the location of your town, Svetlana?
House about
Okay,
10,
be seated.
this house about 10 miles outside the city, and the sea it is only 8 miles away.
Right, and the city is the sea. The sea is 8 miles away. So, outside the city, in a village.
Yes.
Right, you are. What about the type of this house? You're welcome, Alona.
Type is detached.
Right, you are. A detached house. Olga, how many rooms there?
No, This house is 6 bedrooms, 5 floors, very big rooms, and
Well done, Olga, very nice. There are 6 big rooms. Okay, you're very active, but let's give a chance to other people as well, Svetlana. What about conveniences, Alessia?
they have central heating and 2 bathrooms.
And bathrooms. That's what they have there. What about transport to get to town, Natasha? Oh, they have own cars. Do your parents have their own cars too? Great. What about facilities, girls, around this place, Svetlana?
There is a very good pub, but no shops around.
Only a pub to go. So if you go, and if they want to do shopping, some shopping, where do they go?
They have to go in the city.
To the city, to a supermarket.
Yes.
Huge supermarket. That's everything. Thank you very much, girls. And now boys and girls too. What can you tell them about your ideal house? Location, Igor.
In London,
That's right, somewhere in London. What type is it, Ilya?
local place.
Do you hear, girls?
No.
No. Will you please repeat?
Block of flats.
Block of flats. Okay, Irina. Number of rooms?
30.
Pardon?
30. 30 rooms.
30? 30 rooms? 30. Too many rooms, probably. 3?
Yeah, 30.
13.
Да.
These?
No, 30.
No. These?
Yes.
Do they live in a palace, a mansion, a house? But you say they live in a flat. Квартира. 3 rooms, I think. There are 3 rooms. Okay, we shall, Irina, when the lesson finishes, we shall try together to look once again at the story. We shall see. Yeah, what about conveniences?
Central heating and bathroom with fitted shower.
Central heating, right? Central heating and fitted shower. And fitted shower.
Yes.
Great. And what transport is available, Denise?
Underground.
Underground. Is the underground station far from their flat? Is it far? Ilya?
15 minutes for Central London.
That's right, or 5 or 15 minutes from central London. What the facilities? What are the facilities, Irina?
Shops round, a good restaurant, and dinner takeaway.
And a China takeaway. It's a fast food restaurant. You come, buy, and take away. Thank you a lot. Have you got it, girls, down?
Yes.
Do we have a China takeaway in Gansevici, Svetlana?
No, we haven't.
Should we?
Yes.
Oh, why not? Why not have? So, and now, we've got the information. Tell me please, what are the pluses, advantages of living in your place and of living in your place? Please find the pluses, advantages. Please find pluses of living in this place.
We understand.
Okay? Okay, you're welcome, Svetlana.
I think that advantages of living in a village, it is quiet atmosphere. It is, of course, it is possibility to have a detached house, and it is many places for all members of family.
Yes, much place, lot of place. Very good. Okay, Agnieszka, you're welcome to that.
They have fruit trees and vegetables in the garden. It's very good for health.
That's fine. Because last year I talked to some Americans and they said me that they go crazy in the United States. They want to live in the country, they want to have a detached house, and they want to have a garden with fruit trees of their own. And they are ready to pay lots of money for that. And what are the classes of living in London, for example, Ilya? In a flat?
It is about 30 minutes from central London and the current when the station is about 5 minutes walk.
And well done. So, not far to the center. Other classes of living there? What about facilities around, Irene?
There are shops and Greek restaurants and many neighbors.
Many neighbors too, that's right. So when I think that home is also the country where we live with you. It is not only a building, it is not only a yard, but it is something more. Just have a look how beautiful our Belarus is. And all foreigners who come, they fall in love with our beautiful land, our beautiful Braslav lakes and rivers and fields, which are rich actually. And well, people who live in villages, they today start a new life because our government pays much attention to building homes and making life convenient for people in the village, right? And we have different seasons as you see. Our home is our Belarus. And I believe that if you go to other countries, you will always be ready to say that you love and that you are proud of living in Belarus. And at the end, I would like you to listen to one song. This song will be in Russian, not in English, by a very famous Russian singer, but who was born in Belarus. Listen to, and if you can, just few words. What the song is about and who is it? Who is that? Right, you are. And what is his song about? Our home. That east or west? Home is the best. So love Belarus, love Gancevici land, love your gymnasium and school too. Your home task will be prepare please few words about your houses where you live. Maybe you have some pictures, bring pictures, and you will discuss in groups next time. Remember what we discussed, read with you today. You were very good, very good. I think that Svetlana will get 10 points today. Very good. Irina will get 9 points today. Irina will get 9 points. For Alessia,